Hi everybody, this is Dr. Ariel Ross from Rooted Physio and Performance. Today we're going to be going through a couple exercises to start to get more active in the deeper core musculature. So oftentimes core exercises we see out there, crunches, leg lifts, things like that, they tend to get us to contract our more dominant core musculature and even some of our leg musculature. So what a lot of people don't know is that we have a top layer of abdominal muscles that's like our six-pack muscles, but then we also have this deeper layer of core musculature that interacts with the deep muscles of our low back to keep our spine nice and stable and to support our organs. That's really what we're aiming to get activated with these exercises. You'll need a yoga block and then a mat or just somewhere comfortable to lay down. So first thing we're gonna do is come down into like a bridge prep position. So your knees are gonna be bent. We'll take the block to the side to start. And I'm just gonna try to find a neutral position where my rib cage and pelvis are in the same line. So right now I have an arch in my back. My ribs are above where my pelvis is. So if I kind of take my hips and try to flatten out against the ground a little bit, you can see that kind of then flared my rib cage up. So I'm kind of taking my hands to my ribs so that as I flatten my back towards the ground, I'm also keeping my ribs nice and snug down. You'll feel that already start to contract. Now place your hands by your side. And here we're just gonna start to breathe through the belly. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale and exhale. So this is that first layer, just moving into a diaphragmatic breathing pattern, feeling the breath through the stomach area all the way around. And notice here if you can breathe without starting to flare your rib cage. So if you're a type of breather who inhales and then starts to arch the back, that means you're just really flaring your ribs a lot. So see if you can try to keep those down and really access that deeper layer of core as you breathe in and out. So now at the end of the exhale, we're going to add in a contraction for the transversus abdominis muscle, that deeper core muscle that's underneath our six-pack muscles. So you're going to take 2 fingers on each hand, find your belly button, and then move slightly out to the side. And you're going to sink inward on that area. So I'm going to just sit up and show here. So I'm belly button, slightly out, and then I'm kind of going in and down. You'll start to find as you sink in, you'll get some resistance there. That's the muscle we want to activate. So you're going to breathe in, breathe out, and then try to stiffen the muscle underneath your fingers. Some people feel like they're pulling their belly button into their spine. I also like to think about that sensation of when you have to put on a tight pair of pants, how you kind of suck in a little bit. And then relax. Breathe in, breathe out, stiffen that muscle. Notice if there's a side-to-side difference. And relax. So you can do that. The gold standard is that you should be able to hold that contraction for 10 seconds, 10 repetitions in a row with that breath cycle. So breathe in, breathe out, and hold. Now we're going to progress it. So working the inner thigh muscles, which actually act on the pelvis as, again, that inner stability, midline control. So we're going to take the yoga block and place it between our thighs. Again, finding that neutral rib cage to pelvis alignment. And now we're going to breathe in, breathe out. Activate that muscle, stiffen the muscle here. Squeeze the block. Hold for 5 seconds. And relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stiffen that muscle. Pull belly button to spine. Squeeze your legs in on the block. And relax. So that's another activity you can do to start to strengthen the connection between the inner thighs and that deeper abdominal corset. Last thing I'm going to show you is just an advanced version of that. So you'll breathe in, breathe out, stiffen, hold, squeeze the block together, and then you're going to lift your knees so that they're stacked over your hips. Again, without letting your back start to flare or move. You're trying to keep that nice pelvic alignment. You can make this more difficult by reaching your arms overhead. And then you're trying to hold that bracing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels tap down. Inhale. Exhale. Find that bracing. And then again, lift the knees up so that they're over the hips. Squeeze in on the block. 10-second hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, so those are some introductory exercises to get your deeper set of core musculature active. So go ahead and try those out. For each of those, you work in a progression starting with the breath. Start with 10 repetitions each of those exercises. And then when you're first engaging that TA, it might feel just strange or like you don't really know what you're doing as much with that, but just stay the course. Start with 10 repetitions holding for 3 seconds and then slowly progress to that 10-second hold for 10 repetitions with the breath. I hope you all enjoyed this, and until I see you again, peace.